إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله بلغ رسالته وأدى الأمانة. أما بعد, my dear brothers and sisters, Jazakallahukhair for tuning in. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate your status, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept for you for the fact that you're tuning in from all over the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jazakallahukhair for tuning in and listening to this late talk. My dear brothers, today we're going to be continuing what we started off last week, in which we're going to be talking about how can we guard our senses, and the importance of the connection between our senses and our hearts. My dear brothers and sisters, our heart as a human beings can be filled with all sorts of desires. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam have realized this. And sometimes whatever we fill our heart with can be disastrous in ourselves, in the way we function. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said in a very beautiful hadith what he said. He said, لَإِنْ يَمْلَأُ أَحَدَكُمْ جَوْفَهُ قَيْحًا يُرِيهِ خَيْرٌ مِنْ أَنْ يُمْلَأَ شِعْرًا. A very important hadith and a very beautiful hadith. He said that for one of you to fill the inside of his heart or the inside of his soul, fill it with pus, you know, the pus that comes out of the pimple, it is better than for him to fill it with poets or nowadays songs. My dearest brothers, this shows us the importance of what we fill our hearts with, and how can we whatever we fill our heart with is have a dramatic effect in our personality, in the way we behave, and our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a fact. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that it's better for you. Look at this. It is better for you to fill inside of your heart with pus. You know, the pus is something that is, it's a nasty, and to any human being. If pus hits any of us, we rather not touch it. We wipe it out with a napkin, and we're trying to clean it. He said it's rather, Prophet ﷺ said, it is rather for one of you to be the inside of himself to be filled with pus, rather than to be filled with poems and nowadays songs. How many times, my dear brothers, we see people's hearts is filled with songs, filled with filth, filled with all the wasting of time. People nowadays are, they would rather listen to 1,000 songs rather than for them to read one chapter of the Quran. And they say, how come we don't feel the tranquility when we read the Quran? How come our eyes does not cry when we read the Quran? How come we don't feel, the spirituality every time we flip through the pages of the Quran? Because of that. Is it because my dear brothers, our heart was filled with many things, and that's why, my dear brothers and sisters, a pus can, and as soon as you clean it, it goes away. But how can someone get rid of the nastiness of songs and poets and and the wasting of time? So therefore, my dear brothers, it is important, and you could judge yourself nowadays. Now you're your own judge. You could judge and see, whether your heart is alive or is it dead? Is it struggling or is it healthy? Is it doing well or is it sick? That's the question that you need to ask yourself, my dear brothers and sisters. You're your own judge to see to see the healthiness of your heart. And this is something, my dear brothers, something that we need to check on, we need to think about. And that's why it's one of the most important aspects is for us to judge and protect our heart. Judge yourself, say, how is my heart is doing, and protect it from all the dirtiness that exists around us. Remember, my dear brothers, we talked about this in the past, that there is a connection between our tongue and our heart, and whatever we say can have dramatic effect into our heart. Even one word, sometimes one word can take us and lift us up, way up in heaven, and one word can take us and put us 1,000 years into the hellfire. One word. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said one time, there's a man said, he was telling his brother, this is a story from the people of Bani Israel. What happens? You have two brothers. One of them is righteous, and the other one is commits sins, but he feel bad for what he's doing. So one time, the righteous brother always, he's putting down his other sinful brother. He's being harsh on him. And one time, what he said to him, he said, "Wallahi la yaghfirullahu lak." I swear by Allah, Allah will never forgive you. So you could try to advise people, nothing wrong with that. You could remind people there is nothing wrong with that, as long as you advise them in the best of ways and you remind them in the best of ways. But who have the authority to forgive? Me and you? No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have taken the soul of those two brothers. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought the righteous one and he told him, أَكُنْتَ بِي عَالِمًا? Were you more knowledgeable than me? Are you more aware of my capabilities more than me? أو كنت على ما فيه قادرا? Are you more able than I am? Prophet, the man, he said, he could not answer. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what he did? He threw the righteous brother into the hellfire, and he forgave the sinful brother. Subhanallah. One word have taken this man way up, and one word have taken him all the way down to the lowest of the low. My dear respected brothers and sisters, know the fact that and we said this last time, you could be the best of the best, but one word can really screw you over. One word can really change your life. That's why it's always important for us to watch what comes out of our mouth. Yes, because we talk all the time. And unfortunately, it does not take a whole lot of energy for us to talk. And that's why it's important for us to have a check. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, look at this example. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what he said in the Quran, he gives an example of that no matter how good you think you are, you still can be criticized. You still can make a mistake. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون. O people who believe, do not raise your voice and do not talk over Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might put down all of your good deeds without you knowing. Who this verse was revealed upon? Was revealed upon the best of the best. It was revealed on Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Remember this, Abu Bakr and Umar Khattab radiallahu anhu. They raised their voice above Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so no, don't you think if these are the best people that we look up to, the best people that came after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what he said about Abu Bakr, he said, لو كنت متخذ خليلا من أمتي لاتخذت أبو بكر. If there was a friend that I wanted to take for granted, it would be a brother, it would be Abu Bakr. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about Umar Khattab radiallahu anhu, he said, ما لقي الشيطان قط سالكا فج إلا سلك فج غيره. Like the shaitan saw Umar in one way, the shaitan would take another way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what he told them? He told them that if you're because of what you're doing, because of the fact that you have raised your voice against higher than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might put down all of your deeds. And what's really dangerous about this ayah, my dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ. And you might do such thing, and you without you feeling, without even noticing it. Look, remember how dangerous it is. How many times we say words and we say things for granted without us thinking, and all of a sudden Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might take down all of the things that we're doing. And تحبط أعمالكم, remember, all of your good deeds might go away. So my dear respect brothers, it's important when Aisha radiallahu anha, Aisha, the most beloved person to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, one time she was describing whom? She was describing Safiya, and she was mocking at her. She's saying that she is short. She's mocking at her. She said she was short, And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, what he told her? He told him, لقد قلت كلمة لو مزجت بها ماء البحر لمزجته. You said one word that if this word was mixed with the whole sea, it would have changed its color. Subhanallah, one word. So my dearest brothers and sisters, how many times we mock at other people? How many times we make fun of other people? How many times we say things we're not supposed to say? That's why it's almost important to keep quiet. من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فليقل خيرا أو ليصمت. Whoever believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter, let him say good or be quiet. Be quiet. Being quiet, it gives you, people would like you. Being quiet, people would appreciate you. Being quiet, people would appraise you, because you are thinking before you talk. You're not swallowing a radio that anybody can talk, ya ikhwan. Anybody can talk. Anyone can talk. But the question is do you have an individuals who watch everything that they say, or they just keep saying whatever they want? That's the question, my dear respectful sisters. It's a struggle. As one of the Imam al-Awza'i, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, said, he said, I have struggled to straighten my tongue for 20 years. I struggled to straighten my tongue for 20 years. So it's a struggle. You have to think before you talk, and etc. So my dear respectful, it's important. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what he said, إن الرجل لا يتكلم بالكلمة. A man would talk one word. لا يرى بها بأسا. He is not noticing everything that he is saying. يهوى به 70 خريفا في النار. And he will be thrown 70 years into the hellfire. And vice versa. وإن أحدكم لا يتكلم بكلمة. A man might talk with one word. برضوان من الله. Out of righteousness. He says a good word. ما يظن بها أن تبلغ ما بلغته. It would raise him such a high way. فيكتب الله عز وجل بها من رضوانه. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would take it, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would accept it from him, and would elevate him statuses among others, until the hereafter. So my dear respected brothers, it's important for us to watch what we say. It is important for us to guard our senses and guard the words that comes out of our mouth. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he gave us examples in the Quran. When the hypocrites came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and told him to excuse themselves out of the war, out of fighting with him, what the hypocrite said? He said, إِذَنْ لِي وَلَا تَفْتِنِّي. Oh Prophet of Allah, give me a permission and do not trial me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responded to them immediately. أَلَا فِي الْفِتْنَةِ سَقَطُوا. They indeed have failed the test. They indeed have put themselves in the middle of the trial. When Fir'aun, he came to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he came to the people of Fir'aun. He said, أَلَا رَبُّكُمُ الْأَعْلَى. I am your Lord. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have punished him severely for what he have said. When people claimed and said, Yadullahi maghlula, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is stingy. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responded to them? Ghullat aydihim. Indeed, your hands are the ones are like that. My dear respected brothers, imagine these people, what did they say? One word. But what happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have changed them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have punished them for the things that they have said. Because my dear respected sisters, words can change people's lives. Word can really harm people. Word can reach the horizon and destroy a reputation of an individual. How many times we see families have been destroyed because of word? How many times we see husband and wife would fight because of word? How many times people can hate you because of one word, and etc. So that's why, my dear respected sisters, we have to watch. And the words that come out of our mouth is either we have to watch ourselves in two ways. How? Number one is that we don't want to talk words that are falsehood. We don't want to say haram things. That's number one. And second things, we don't want to be quiet when we see something wrong. As-sukutu an al-haq, that we don't want to be quiet, when we see something wrong. So it's important. It's a balance in which that you have to make sure that you are quiet when you need to be quiet, and talk when you need to talk. And this is important. When someone is being transgressed upon, it's important for us to talk. Yani, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he, when someone, for instance, become angry, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he become angry, people say all sorts of things. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one time he saw an angry man, and he told the Sahaba, I know that if this man have said one word, he would change his life. The Sahaba said, oh Prophet of Allah, what is it? He said that he would seek refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the shaitan. To say A'udhu billahi min shaitanir rajim, one word, it would calm you down. And that's why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, look at how the words change people and uplift them. All of us know Hamza, the uncle of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what he said about Hamza? He said, Sayyid al-Shuhada, he is the best of the martyrs. Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib. وَرَجُلٌ قَامَ إِلَى إِمَامٍ جَائِرٍ فَأَمَرَهُ وَنَهَاهُ فَقَتَلَهُ. He said the best of the martyrs are whom? Are Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib, and a man who saw a transgressor or a ruler who said, and he told him the right thing that he should have done, and this transgressor ruler killed him. Subhanallah. So Allah subhanahu, so Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he did not close the door. He did not close the door that for no one to be like Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib. No, he said anyone can do that. As when we see something wrong, we say that this is wrong. When we see a poor man, people taking advantage of him, we say this is wrong. When we hear people are backbiting, we tell these people are backbiting. When we hear people are lying, tell them to stop. Tell them to stop. When we see our neighbors, they're not unprotected, we try to protect them, and we help them out. See, so it's important, my dear respectful sisters, that we, when it's need for us to say something good, that we say it. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have said, that the best of the struggle is what? When someone says a word, in front a ruler who is unjust. The best of the struggle. So my dear respectful brothers, with that being said, we have to make sure that we watch what we say. We have to make sure that we have guards over our tongue, that we hold our tongue, we judge ourselves, we think before we talk, because we never know what words can really take us to the lowest of the low, and which words can lift us up. So it's important for us to think and watch our senses, and those who watch their senses are considered to be the best. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of you, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you for tuning in. This is what I have for you for tonight. Forgive me for the fact that it's a short lesson, but the point is for us to, all of us, for us to learn. Jazakallahukhair. سبحانك وبحمدك نستغفرك ونتوب إليك والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. جزاكم الله خير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.